are tuned in to your dose of positivity.
Being
I am Marlene Motivates, and as I always say, just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
I am Marlene Motivates, and to gain more support and encouragement, join my channel membership. Hey everybody, I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates, and welcome. Whether it's your first time here or you are a returning motivator, welcome. And I would love for you to hit the subscribe button so you won't miss out on any future live streams or videos. And as always, for exclusive perks, join my channel membership. I'd love to have you. So, guys, today we're going to get into this amazing topic. But before we do that, I got to see who's in the chat and welcome everyone in. Hold on one second. And while I'm doing that, if you all could please hit the subscribe button while I check to see who is in my chat. Welcome to everyone. A happy Tuesday to everybody. How are you all doing? It's so good to see you all. Thank you all so much for being here. And in the chat, I see Mr. Terry. How are you doing, Mr. Terry? Welcome in. It's good to see you. Thank you so much for your support. Good to see you. And everybody who is also here live, thank you so much for being here, taking time out of your busy schedule to be here to support Marlene Motivates. So everybody, let's get into it. We're talking about the topic of support, and support is so important. When we think about ourselves, we think about our how we feel, how we can cope with our life, whether we are strong or whether we are weak, whether our energy is good, whether our vibration is high. All of it is dependent upon support. So I definitely wanted to cover this topic. Oh, we have Sirius in the chat. Hey, Sirius, how are you? Welcome. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for being here. We got a mod on deck. Welcome, mod. So let's get into this topic today. Let's talk about support and why it's so important. So support means to bear all or part of the weight of, to give assistance to, especially financially, enable or function or act. So, why is it important to think about our support? Because if we don't think about it, we usually are people who give to others, love on others. We're very kind individuals. We can be taken for granted. And that's why I wanted to say some of the hidden dangers because, like, I am definitely a person that I give to others. I'm there for other people. But you also have to be cognizant or you have to be aware that people can use you, abuse you, mistreat you, and you don't even get it. You just think I'm a nice person. I'm a nice human being. That's how what I'm supposed to do. Yes, we are supposed to be kind to others, but nobody should be used and abused. Nobody should be a doormat to others. And I want to raise awareness with this topic. Be fully aware, everybody, that you don't have to be a doormat for other people. Don't don't use your kindness for a weakness. We have to elevate our thoughts and know when we're being played, when we're being used, and when we need to pull back from people because they're hazardous to us, they're toxic, okay? And this is very important to definitely get into that. It's very important to get into that and for us to understand. So let's get into this talking about support. It's very important to know of this support because we have to beware of fully supporting others. This is very important for me to share this with you. We have to be fully aware of full support. While we can be there to support others, we cannot give full support to everyone. Because if you give people everything that you have, what will be left for you? You have to leave some behind for yourself because you respect yourself, because you're aware of yourself, because you seek friendship with yourself, because you're kind and compassionate to yourself. We usually think about compassion being shown to other people, but we don't think about the compassion that we need to have for ourselves. See, I want to raise your awareness. I want you to understand that kindness, that compassion, that love, that respect starts with you. Yes, we have to show that we support ourselves too. We cannot give 100% support to other people and never look for support in ourselves. So today I don't have a long one. Um, I think I wrote down 5 points. Yeah, I have 5 points. No, I have six. I have 6 points that I want to get into to share with you all about the hidden dangers of support. So, the first point we're going to talk about is our time and why time is a danger. Time can be a danger and a blessing to us because once we give of our time, it's something that we cannot get back. The time that you give to other people is precious. So we have to be aware of how much we give to other people. How much time are you giving to others? Okay. So we give up our time, but they give none to you. Make sure while you give your time to other people, so do they. Balance is necessary in this area of time given to others. It's a danger because you can just get involved in, in the innocent things. I'm just going to be here and I'm going to support you with my time because maybe you won't be able to give in other aspects, but you can give of your time. And I think it's a beautiful thing. It's wonderful to give people of your time, to consider them as important, to give your precious time. But as always, we give other people our time, but others need to give of their time to us. When is the last time someone said, hey, let's do this or let's do that? Taking time off of work, scheduling some special get together for the two of you. While we give of our time for other people, do they give of their time to you? We have to pay attention to that. That's why it can be a hidden danger because we go in it with our kindness, our full heart, with a niceness. We're so sweet to other people. We're so compassionate. We're giving to them, but we're not getting back. They're not giving up their quality time. They're not giving us the support that we desperately need as well. And we have to be aware of that. We have to pay attention. We have to say, hold on, wait a minute. I'm giving you of my time, but you're not making any time for me. While we give time, we also have to receive time. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be a fool. Don't be ignorant and just think this is what I'm supposed to do. And I find that this is especially difficult for those who are parents, those who are caregivers, those who have a job that it requires a lot of giving of your time for other people. And yes, that is what you do when you're a parent. That's what you do when you're a caregiver. That's what you do when you accept certain jobs, but everything, like I said, in balance. While you give to your kids, while you give to your partner, while you give to a job, you also have to pour some time in for yourself. It took me a long time to realize that it's not selfish to spend alone time with me so that I can seek my own friendship, so that I can be balanced, so that I can go after my agendas and the things that I want to do. We got to think about ourselves. It's not just about giving of our time to other people, it's about giving our time to ourselves. And it can be a danger because you get involved in being there and supporting other people. And next thing you know, you just meant to give 30 minutes, maybe an hour to something. And next thing you're in 3 hours, 4 hours. So pay attention and be balanced when it comes to your time. Your time is precious. You don't get that time back. And make sure you're giving your time to people who are showing appreciation, by saying, thank you so much for giving of your time. Thank you so much for all you do for me. See, that's when you can give those people some more of your precious time because they're grateful for you, because they tell you thank you, and it's not, oh, that's what you're supposed to do, or discounting your time, that your time may be less valuable than theirs. No, those are the warning signs. That's a danger zone when others think, oh, you have to do it. And especially, I would say it's a danger with family members because family members can think that they get a whole completely different standard. They get a whole different pass. I'm your family and you must do this. I'm your family. You have to do this for me. No, no, you don't. You don't have to do anything for anyone unless you want to. Do things out of a pure motive, out of a pure heart, so that you don't have resentment for that person. Do things because it stems out of the purity, because you want to, because you love that person, or because you care for them, or because it's going to advance you in your business, or it's going to do things, is something that you want to do because you want to give back. So think about your quality time, what you're spending your time on, and don't just give it away just because they're a friend, just because they're your family, just because it's a job, just because it's your kids, just because you have been doing things for a long time. A lot of times people take you for granted when you have done something for a long time, and they think once you start something that you have to always continue it. No, we can always change things. Always, always. We can always change. Let's see what Sirius just said. Marlene, it took me a while to realize that I needed that me time. I had to set boundaries for my family members. Boom, boom, serious. Yes. And when you set boundaries for people, they get upset, they get angry, and family members, friends, the job, but it's never too late. Every day is a new day and a new opportunity to show that you love yourself. Every day is a new opportunity. So you can change anything if you want to. And I'm so glad that you took your power back, serious. Hey, realist one. We got a moderator in the house. Welcome, moderator. How are you doing? Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for being here. And I hope that you are well. Look at Word coming in the door with a super sticker. Thank you so much, Word. How are you doing? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. Thank you so much for your support always. And you know what we have to do? Pause, please. Pause, please, everyone, when the super chat hits. Yes, thank you so much, Word. Appreciate that. Okay, what comments did I miss? Um, Mr. Terry says, Marlene, thank you. You're a great time investment. I give you my time and support. I get back useful information and personal knowledge. Awesome. Thank you so much, Terry, Mr. Terry. I appreciate your support and everybody's support. Thank you so much. Yes. Yes, serious. And you do when you acknowledge yourself and say, I need time, you know, you're elevating yourself, you're elevating your mind. You're showing that you respect yourself. You're showing that you are self-aware. And I want to give you your power back. We get involved, you know, by being such a kind person, by being compassionate, and we can be a doormat to other people and we don't even know. And that's why I say it's a hidden danger. You don't even know you're being railroaded. You don't even know you're being trampled on and being disrespected. You don't even know that they're expecting for you to do things. And that's why, like what Sirius said, it's so important to set boundaries. If you don't set boundaries, other people will set them for you. That's a boom, boom, baby. That is, if you don't set boundaries, other people will set them for you. So be careful when it comes to your time. Know how long you want to get invested in doing something for somebody and say, I can give you 15 minutes, 20 minutes, but make sure you give your time after you have done what you need to do for yourself. That's how you set boundaries. That's how you show you respect yourself. And that's how you let other people respect you. Today is a new day, and we can always learn how we can treat ourselves better. We don't want to live in the toxic environment anymore. We want to be on the elevation plane. We want to be those who are motivated to success. We want to have high energy. We want to elevate our mind power. We want to be strong. We want to be committed to our dreams. And we can't do that if we waste our time on people who do not value ours. And when we speak about time as well, we also have to think about don't let people waste our time. You know, if someone says, uh, you know, meet me at this time, and then they're making you wait 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour for them, leave. Show you respect yourself. I don't have to wait on you. Show people that my time is precious. Respect yourself. Show people that you can't waste my time. Don't let people waste your time. And this applies to friendships, on the job, in business, in your family, and also in romantic relationships. Don't waste your time on people who actually don't want to be with you. I know that was a whole message for somebody who needs to hear it. Don't waste your time on people who are already showing you they don't want to be with you. They don't care about you. You know, if you just want to be with somebody for the other benefits, people just want to be with you for whatever that purpose is, for it to just be, in the bed, then let it be that. But don't let people waste your time and tell you that they actually want to be invested in a future with you, but their actions are showing that they're wasting your time. They're not trying to settle down with you. No. Open your eyes, everybody. Open your eyes. Be aware. Don't let people use you and play you. Okay? We're taking our power back. Yes, he does. Hey, Miss V, how are you? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. Welcome in. Appreciate your support. I hope that you all are doing well. And yes, realists, hit the like. Hit the like. Leticia, hi. Mod on deck. Mod on deck. Thank you so much for being here, Leticia. How are you? Listening in at work. Much respect. Yes, and same to you. Yes. My bad. Had a phone call. No problem. I've done that before. I was told I was wrong. Uh, I am so lost. Hey, TSM, mod on deck. What's going on? Good to see you. Appreciate your support today. I hope you're doing well. Oh, okay. I was having a whole conversations last night in the words chat. Oh, awesome, Leticia. Well, thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here, supporting me today. Hit the like, share me out so that this message can get to whoever needs it. Okay. So, we're talking about the hidden dangers of support, and we just finished talking about our time. And our time is valuable, our time is important. Don't let people waste your time. Be aware of that. If you see someone's wasting your time, say, okay, I see that I'm not important. You don't value my time. You don't respect me, or maybe you may not be the right person for them. We also have to realize that we feel that after we're with somebody for a long time that we have to settle because I've been with you for a long time. Oh, it's going to work out. Things will change. Mm-mm. Things will not change unless you make changes. And that means setting boundaries and letting people respect you. Make people respect you. Okay. And we do that by being balanced. Balance is so necessary when we talk about our time. Your time is valuable. Take that power back. Okay. And it's a hidden danger because people will think that you have to spend all your time on them, but they never will spend any time on you. It don't work that way. Don't let people disrespect you. Okay? Don't let people disrespect you. So we're going into point number 2. Everybody get ready because yesterday I did not drop the link for the discussion that we were talking about. So I'm going to leave the last 30 minutes for having a conversation about yesterday, any of the gems that you wanted to share about what you went through, and also those who want to share their gems about what helps you with support. So get ready. We got about 15 minutes before I put that link in the chat for that. Okay. Okay. So let's go into point number 2, the hidden dangers of support. Our energy, you know, why is our energy a hidden danger? Because we may not even realize how much energy we are putting out there. You know, energy is the strength and the vitality required to sustain us physically or mentally in our activities. So we are all sources of energy. People will suck you dry, then move on to their next victim. And when I say victim, I mean victim. We don't even realize that people are playing us and using us. They take all of our energy. We pour so much energy into them, and they take everything if we allow it. So don't let people take all of your energy. We are all sources of energy, and people will suck you dry, move on to their next victim. So, how do we keep our energy? We keep our energy by saying no. Say no and mean it. Say no without an explanation. I don't have to explain why it's no. It's no. It's no, and I mean that. Okay? Yes, energy vampires. Have you ever been around them? When you are around certain people, you just feel that they take everything, suck it all out of you, and you just want to go and take a rest. You feel exhausted when you're around them. They take everything that you have. Don't let them pour out your energy. And another way that people can take your energy is because of their negative vibration. Like, it's just like you can feel it when it comes in, like a air of darkness, wickedness. It's just all around you. Like, they're just such a nasty and poor attitude. Don't let their negative energy, their negative power transfer onto you. You got to remove yourself from people who are that way, people who are negative. You can't change those people. And we think that by being kind to other people, by, being positive, we're going to make them positive too. You can crash out. You can fall down. You can be stuck. You can be sidetracked. You can even physically feel ill behind people sapping your energy. That's why it's important to say no. It's important when something doesn't feel right, when somebody's energy is off. Draw away from those people, stay away from those people, block those people. Your energy is too precious to be wasted on people. If people are not on that plane of elevation, positivity, encouragement after their grind, they're trying their best to be positive. Everybody has their days when they have that they feel negative or they're going through something. Everybody has those times, but they don't stay in that state. See, a lot of people, their status is always negative. They're always negative about everything. They never have a positive thing to say. And we have to be careful of our energy, because when our energy is low, so is our vibration. And to raise our vibration, we must stay away from that negative vibes. We must stay away from them because they will take all of our power. They take all of our power. Oh, thank you so much, Leticia. Marlene is on fire. Hit that like. Thank you so much for your support. And as always, pause, please. We're about to do when the super chat hits. Yes, thank you so much, Leticia. I really appreciate your gift donation. I really appreciate it. Sirius says, I separate myself from people who will disrupt my inner peace. That part, that part, that part, Sirius, that part. Yeah. We have to see what I used to do for a long time when it came to my energy. I thought if I became more positive, that my positivity was going to rub off on them. See, we can't change other people. We can't make other people be positive. We can't shift another person's mood unless they choose that. You have to choose it for yourself, and you have to choose you. You're important. You can't let other people disrupt your energy, disrupt what you have going on because they're not in a good space that day. Don't let other people take away your energy and your positive vibes. Hey Shay, how are you? Welcome in. It's so good to see you. Mod in the house, member in the house. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday to you, Shay Love. I hope you're doing well and join in on this discussion. Shay says, yes, that's true. I've witnessed these things. Yes, 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 yes. Everybody, welcome in, everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. Uh, Sirius says, these people are stagnant. They don't want to grow from negativity. They enjoy it. And some people, that's what they love. They love the negativity. And if you ever talk about something positive, they're like, that's not. But talk about something, oh, give some tea or spill something. Or if it's about gossip, oh, they're right. Oh, yeah. That's what they like. That's what they enjoy. But you don't have to surround yourself with those people. You don't have to engage with that. You don't have to be a part of it. Just because other people are talking about something, you can separate yourself from that. No, no. You elevate yourself on a higher plane if you want to. That's the whole thing. If you want to. That's right. We pick up their negativity instead. And that's what I used to always think by my positive spirit, by my humility, by my kindness, by my compassion, by the things that I do for other people, I thought it would transfer to other people and they would give it right back to me. Mm-mm. And that's why I said this is a hidden danger of being a supportive person to other people. We think we can help them, we think we can change them. We cannot change anybody but ourselves. I'll say it again. We cannot change anybody but ourselves. All right, everybody, let's get into the hidden dangers of support. Point number 3, we're talking about investment. Okay. Now, investment is the act of devoting time, energy, effort, with the expectation, here we go, with the expectation of a worthwhile result. So when we make an investment into something, we do it thinking, I'm going to get back this because I'm helping, because I'm kind, because I'm compassionate, because I love them. We feel we're going to get the same, that return on the investment inside of ourselves. Hmm. We think that, don't we? Here's the hidden danger. We're giving it expecting we're going to receive. When you went into things wrong, we cannot expect anything from anybody else. Nobody has to do anything for us. We have to learn to be those things for ourselves. If another individual chooses to give back to us, that's wonderful. But don't expect things from other people. You'll save yourself a lot of pain and aggravation, expecting, I did this, so they should do that. Mm-mm. Nope, it don't work that way. It don't work that way. Okay. So when we're speaking about investment, we invest in people and we root for them, don't we? We want people to win. But can we ask ourselves too, but do they want us to win? See, that's the hidden danger. That's what we can't see in the background. We want other people to win. Like me, I'm definitely a person, I root for people. I want people to succeed. But are they rooting for you? Are they wanting you to succeed? Do they want you to go after your dreams? See, while you invest in people and you root for them, and it may be financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. These are the ways that we invest in people, okay? But are we getting that same investment back? What we give to them, are they giving to you? Hmm. Let it sink in. Hmm. I'll wait. What we give to another person, are they giving it back to us? And that's why it's a hidden danger. We have to pay attention. What I'm giving, what I'm pouring out, what I'm investing in another individual, are they giving me? It's not always going to be back the same way as you pour it out, but are they doing kind things for us? Are they respectful of us? Are they grateful for us? Or are they expecting it? Are they expecting you to do things? Are they kind to you? Do they show you appreciation and gratitude? Or are you being used as a doormat? See, I want to spread this awareness. We don't always understand all the time that we may be used and played at that moment. Hey Tamika, how are you? Good to see you. We got a mod in the house. Happy Tuesday to you. Appreciate your support. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for being here. And everybody who's here, hit the like if you have not already. Okay, everybody. Now we just finished point number 3. Let's get into point number 4, the hidden dangers of support, the mental, mentally we invest in other people. We use our mental capacity in others, especially it can be difficult when those who have mental illness, disorders, or they're just plain cuckoo. And I'm not doing it to make fun of people, but some people are touched. They're not wrapped too tight. They're not wrapped too tight. No, they're not. Mm-mm. No. So we have to be careful of what we allow to go into our mind, because If we're not okay mentally, it's going to affect every part of us. You could have a mental breakdown behind someone who is not right in their mind, not allowing yourself to get your mental breaks. You know, we sometimes are not okay. And I had to learn that it's okay to not be okay all the time. It's okay to take breaks so that we can actually find out why we're not okay. Stop and pause. Why am I not okay? Why am I not okay mentally? And what do I need to do to fix that? See, it's a hidden danger when we always think that we are okay mentally. Sometimes we're not. It's all right. It's all right to not be okay all the time. We're not perfect. We're not robots. Don't think I have to go, 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 always on 10 all the time. Chill, chill out, relax. Check on how you're doing. We must check in on ourselves. So don't let others disrupt your mental peace. Drop a bomb. Don't let others disrupt your mental peace, your sanity. You can go insane trying to support other people mentally. Your mental health will be on the line following behind other people. Don't do it. If you see that someone is causing you to like, oh, you're driving me crazy, and you do nothing about it, you just keep taking it, taking it, taking it, especially behind family members, we feel that we must take things from our families, and you don't. Respect yourself. Respect yourself, love yourself, and say, no, I'm not going to let you treat me this way or talk to me this way or use me or talk to me any way that you want to. See, it swings both ways. As we want others to respect us, we have to respect them too. And if we find that we're being disrespected and it's affecting us mentally, stay away from them. Your mental health is too important. Your sanity is too important. Some of them are jealous of your success because they are not building a foundation for themselves. Yes, serious. We do see that a lot, don't we? There's jealousy out there, and they will say things out of their mouth, and you be like, what? Especially when you've been nothing but kind to people. You've been nothing, but there are certain times where maybe you're not able to give and do for other people. But it's okay. It's okay to pull back from people. It's okay to think about yourself, you know. Think about yourself. Think about how you are, how you're doing. We must respect ourselves. Okay? We must respect ourselves. Respect your mental peace and your sanity. Okay, everybody. We're going to point number 5, the hidden dangers of support your spirituality. Now, I'm not going into religions. I'm just dealing with your spirituality, okay? So, spirituality is the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. So, be at your spiritual growth. Be at your spiritual growth, and some will cause you to be blocked spiritually. Okay, they will cause you to have a disconnect with your higher power. They will have you blocking your blessings, following behind them, you know, trying to help out other people. You're trying to help them to get right spiritually, and then your spirituality goes down the toilet. Okay, so be aware of that. So some people will cause you to go backwards instead of going forward. Don't let anybody take away your connection with the spirit. Don't let anybody slow you down in that aspect, okay? You have to know what you want. And when you take your power back, that's why it's a hidden danger, because people will always go behind and say, I'm here to support you spiritually, but in actuality, they want you to help them spiritually, and then your spirituality never gets addressed. You never get your spiritual support. You never feel encouraged or enlightened spiritually. Be aware. See, that's why it's a hidden danger. Don't think just because somebody says words with their mouth, I'm here to support you spiritually, does not mean they actually are. They have their own motives and agendas in place. Okay? They have their motives. So be aware of that. So let's get into this last point. Point number 6, the hidden dangers of support. You know, yourself physically, who you are as a person. So if you help anyone with their physical support, don't forget about yours. Your physical person, your needs. You need refreshment. You need rest. You need exercise. You need nourishing food. You must take care of yourself so that you can have your overall well being in all aspects of your life. If you're not okay physically, if you're not taking care of yourself, going to your doctor's appointments, checking in on yourself, eating food, getting some exercise. If you don't take care of yourself physically, you cannot be there for other people. And that's why it's a hidden danger, helping other people to meet their physical needs, and then your physical needs gets taken advantage of, especially those who are caregivers and they have loved ones and they're supportive of other people. And you can be exhausted and tired and not listen to that because you say, oh, I have to help them. I have to. No, you don't. You don't have to help everybody. You have to help yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You must care for yourself. Okay? Think about your physical needs, what you want, what you need, and you need rest, okay? You need rest. Hey Nate, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Appreciate your support. Thank you so much for being here. And we got a mod on Zach, Nate the Great. Thank you so much for being here, and happy Tuesday to you. All right, everybody. So those were all the points that I had. I'm going to do a recap of all 8 points. The hidden dangers of support. Number 1, well, before we get into that, so support means to bear all or part of the weight, to give assistance to, especially financially, enable to function or act. So it's important that we don't give all of our support to other people and never get supported. While we support others, we need to support ourselves. Yes. And the first way that we can, the hidden danger of support is our time. Time is a precious commodity. While you give your time to other people, make sure they're giving time to you. Time is something that you can't get back. It's precious, and that's why balance is necessary. We must be balanced in the time that we give to other people. Let's go. Point 2, our energy. Energy is the strength or vitality required to sustain physical or mental activity. We are all sources of energy. Do you hear me? We are all sources of energy. People will suck you dry, then move on to their next victim. Don't be a victim. Don't be a doormat for other people's foolishness. Don't let other people sap you dry. Say no and mean it. All right? And say no when you're tired. Very important. Oh, Nate, thank you so much. I see I got a super sticker. Hold on. Pause, please. Here we go. My dance. I want my dance. Thank you so much, Nate. Pause, please, when the super chat hits. There you go, Nate. You got your dance. Okay. Thank you so much, Nate. Appreciate your support. And I just saw actually Aubrey come in. Actually, Aubrey, how are you? Welcome. It's so good to see you. I hope you're well. Thank you for your support always, and everybody who is in here. If you have not hit the like already, please go ahead and do so. Yes, actually, Aubrey, time is non-refundable. Yes, non-refundable. When you give someone your time, or someone wastes your time, you cannot get it back. Okay. Yes, Shay. Get your dance on, everybody. Y'all laughing. Don't you love the panda? I love the panda. I'm going to have to do another drop of the panda for membership. I'm working on it. Okay. Okay, everybody. Let's get into point number 3. Hidden dangers of support investment. Everybody, investment. Okay. So investment is the act of devoting time, effort, and energy with the expectation of a worthwhile result. So you're pouring in to somebody expecting that you're going to get back something. I just saw Grammy's Journal walk in. Hi, Grammy's Journal. Welcome. How are you? Happy Tuesday. So good to see you. I hope you're well. So we invest in other people so that we can also get back too, okay? So we invest in people, we root for them. And it may be financial, mental, emotional, spiritual, physical. These are ways that we support other people. We invest in them, we pour into them. But are you getting back? Are you getting a return on what you're giving? Invest and also receive. Invest and receive. And if you don't, withdraw your support. Okay, everybody. Point number 4, the hidden dangers of support, the mental aspect. So we use our mental capacity to help others, especially it can be difficult with those with mental illness, disorders, or they're just plain cuckoo. Okay, let's be honest. We have to be honest. There's some people and they're not right. Okay, don't let others mental capacity disrupt your mental peace. Don't allow it. Okay, respect yourself. Let's get into point 5. Hidden dangers of support spirituality. Spirituality is the quality of being concerned with the human spirit or soul as opposed to material or physical things. So be about your spiritual growth. Some will cause you to be blocked spiritually, or they will cause you to slow down or to block your blessings. People will come as a wolf in sheep's clothing and say, I'm here to help you spiritually. I'm here to give you spiritual support. But you never receive any spiritual support. All you're doing is you're giving them spiritual support, but you're not being fed and led and encouraged and supported and uplifted and feel a stronger connection with your higher power. But you're like, hold on, wait a minute. You're here for me spiritually, but I'm not being fed spiritually? No. Pay attention, everybody. And that's why it's a hidden danger. People will come with one label saying that they're one thing and they're a whole nother. They're there to manipulate you, use, take, all of those things, suck you dry, and move on to the next victim. So pay attention. If someone is there for you and they say they're there for you spiritually, wait for it. And if you're not receiving it, get out of there. Get out of Dodge. Okay. Okay. Sixth and last point, the hidden danger of support physically. Okay. You can be there and help someone with their physical support, but don't forget yours. You're a physical being, you're a physical person. You have needs of rest, refreshment, exercise, and nourishing food. You need all of those things to feel good in your physical person. Okay, just like it's so important to feed and nourish your spirit so that you can be okay, it's important to get back physical support for someone to say, hey, go get some rest. Hey, you need a vacation. Hey, I made you some food so that you can feel stronger to go on. Okay? Pay attention to that. If someone says that they're there to support you physically, okay, where is it? Where is it? And if you're not getting it, go away. Leave them. Block them. Detract your support from them. Just because people say that they're here in one motive or one aspect does not mean that they are. Okay? Pay attention, everybody. Okay. I think that, yeah, that's all the notes that I had. I'm going to put the link in the chat. Hold on, everybody. Okay, everybody. This is the point in the show where I'm going back and I'm allowing you all. Yesterday, I completely forgot to let you have your say on the topic. And yesterday, the topic was yesterday. The topic was what successful people do right. So we're going to start there. Anybody who has anything to share on that topic about what successful people do right, the link is in the chat. So you're welcome to come up and share any points that you had about what successful people do right. I feel like that was an amazing discussion. And if you have not seen that already, please go ahead and go back, rewatch it. It was so awesome. It was a great discussion. Okay. And if nobody has nothing to say about the support, how successful people do right, we can also talk about today, hidden dangers of support. What are some ways that you have felt, that has helped you to be able to feel supported, to feel loved and needed and respected, you're more than welcome to hit the link right now. And let's see. Hold on, everybody. Hi, Terry.
Yeah. Good afternoon, Marlene. You had me thinking yesterday on yesterday's topic. There's one thing you could add to that list that successful people
Okay.
do. Know what it is?
What?
Successful people know when to have an emotional funeral. They know when to stop investing in something that's not serving them.
Oh, good point.
Because
Good
your one
point.
thing is your list was spot on.
Thank you so much. Appreciate that. So having an emotional funeral. So everybody add that to your list. Thank you so much, Terry. Anything else
One
that you
thing
want to
is,
add?
yes, ma'am. Yeah, yes, ma'am. Because your list was spot on. And one other thing I want to let people know about today's topic is before you give to another person, make sure you're in an emotionally stable place because you've heard me talk about an emotional vampire. That's a person who can't regulate their own emotions. They depend on someone else for emotional energy. And I found that people who give the most are the biggest emotional vampires. They give not so much to help the other person, but they give in order to receive an emotional exchange.
Yes, that is so true. The people who give the most usually get the least, and we have definitely have to pay attention. And that's why I was saying that this is why it's a hidden danger, because we can feel that we're supposed to, and a lot of people, especially people who are in connection with their spirit, with spirituality, we feel that that's something that we have to do, that makes us a good person in our spirituality, in our religion, when we do things for other people. But we have to also respect ourselves in that we can give to other people, but it also has to have a limit.
Exactly. And that's why I said you must be emotionally balanced before you give. Because some people know that you are emotionally vulnerable and they'll continue to take from you because you become emotionally dependent on your giving.
Right. That's exactly right. And that's why it's important when you see something is not right. That's something that I definitely had to learn. When I see that something is making me feel bad, it's making me feel sad, I don't feel heard or seen, I don't feel supported, that's when it's time for me to pull the rug of my support from that person. Because some people, you can't fix them because they're toxic, or they have some issues, they have some mental illness, or or they could be a narcissist or a sociopath. There's a lot of things that can be involved in that, and those type of relationships can't be saved, nor should you try to save it, because there is hazardous and dangerous to you. So don't think that helping other people and supporting other people is going to make you get back the same thing. So, is there anything else that you would like to share to this discussion, Mr. Terry? Oh, I think he dropped off. Okay, thank you so much for coming up, Mr. Terry. Anybody else who has something to say, the link is in the chat. Um, the link is in the chat for you to come up. Thank you so much for coming up, Mr. Terry. I appreciate everything that you shared in the discussion. Let's see. I'm trying to get that off the screen. Hold on a second, guys. Pause, please. And I'm back. Okay, good. So it's so important. If anybody has anything that they want to add about today's discussion, the hidden dangers of support, what are some ways that you feel supported? Um, for me, I feel supported when someone thinks about me without me having to ask them. You know, someone being kind to me, considering me, that I don't have to tell somebody what I need. It's nothing better or more beautiful to me than when somebody is your friend or loved one and they see that you need something, like they can see that something is necessary for you and they don't ask, they just do. And that's how you really know that people are supportive of you. They really care about you. They really love you when they can do things for you without you having to ask. Because sometimes, like especially if you're in a foggy space in your life, you don't even understand what you need. You know, you don't even understand what you need. So I feel that that's very important for us to realize all of that. We have to realize everything about ourselves when we are stable, when we're not stable. Sometimes we're not stable because we're not getting the support, because we're not seeing ourselves, we're not being compassionate about ourselves. You know, we give compassion to other people, but we don't give compassion to ourselves. That's a part of our self awareness. And it's a hidden danger when we think, oh, that's selfish if I do something nice for myself. That's selfish if I want to buy a gift for myself. It's selfish if I need vacation. It's selfish if I tell my kids or my family or who I'm in a relationship with that I need my own alone time. And it's not. It means that you love yourself. And if other people who claim to care about you and love you, and yet they don't want to give you your time, they don't appreciate you. The people should want to give love and support to you so that you can feel good. Because when you refuel, what can you do? You can support them as well. So that love and compassion, we have to give it to ourselves. Oh, we got a mod in the house. We got a mod in the house. Hey, Wellness. How are you? Good to see you. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your support. I hope you're well. Yeah, it's very important to support other people. It's very important to be kind to other people, but also be kind to yourself. Respect yourself. Love yourself. You know, respect goes both ways. Don't let other people disrespect you. You deserve way more than that. You deserve way more than that. Hey, Mocha Mima Media, how are you? Welcome. Good to see you. Happy Tuesday to you. It's so important for all of us to feel heard, feel seen, be respected, you know, your time to be respected, for other people to consider you, for other people to respect you, for others to know of your boundaries and respect them. I found that, you know, one of the hidden dangers is before before I was introduced to my self worth, before I knew how to love myself, I would tolerate anything. And they say if you fall for everything, you can't stand for nothing. So because I didn't know that I could set boundaries and I could say no to people without feeling guilty, and that's for somebody. You can say no to people with no explanation just because it's no. No, because whatever. No, because I just want to say no. No, because it's not within what I want to do. And don't let other people push you around to force you to support things that you don't want to support. You don't have to like everything. You don't have to like everyone. That's how you know that you've grown, how you know you've matured. You know what you stand for. You have values. You know how to respect your time. You know when they say, nope, I'm not answering that phone call. I don't want to go to that thing. I don't want to be around certain individuals. Do that for yourself. That's how you show that you respect yourself. Support does not get reciprocated. I support family all the time. They take my kindness for weakness. I'm always the yes person, never no. That's my weakness. You know, that's how I used to be serious. It was always yes to everything. But I'm telling you, the more that you get involved in loving yourself, the more you get involved with following your dreams, the more that you are kinder to yourself, the more you value yourself and you step into your talents and your gifts. See, what I learned is the more that you step back from other people so that you can step into your dreams, everybody's like, what's going on? I haven't heard from them. I haven't seen them. Yeah, because I'm busy doing me. I'm busy loving me. I'm busy using my gifts. So, whoever needs that as well, while we support other people, don't forget to support yourself, to tap into who you are. Tap into who you are as a woman, who you are as a man. What do you need? What do you want? You deserve to be heard. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be loved. You deserve to have time being spent on you. And I learned that family is not always by blood. If you are not being loved the way that you deserve, you can find another circle of people who will love to spend time with you, who will love to listen to you, that will love to respect you. Don't think you have to deal with people. Don't think you have to do anything for anybody. You don't. It's just that you choose to do things for other people. But, serious, just set some new boundaries and standards for other people. Say no. Say no and mean it. And they're going to be surprised. Hey, Tam Tam, how are you? Welcome. That people are going to be surprised when you set boundaries. They're going to get upset. They're going to get angry, right? They will, but it's okay. Hey, Word.
Hey, sis, how you doing? Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you very well.
Okay. Yeah, this is a great conversation. I missed the beginning portion, so I don't know if you covered the part about hindering people. You know, like the dangers and supporting the hidden dangers. Like a lot of times we try to help people and we actually hurt them. We slow their own progression down. We prevent them from learning lessons. Sometimes you got to hurt to understand how pain feels. So I think that's what I had to learn. I had to learn that not only um, everyone is worthy of your help or support, but even sometimes the people who are, you got to watch how much because you'll slow down their growth. would just prevent them from learning.
Yeah, that's definitely what I learned too. I learned that you can't save everybody. I definitely was a person that I always felt like I had to be a savior for other people. That if I didn't do it, who would do it? And I had to learn to not try to micromanage other people. I had to allow people to be themselves. I had to allow people to make mistakes. And that was so hard for me to see people crash out. It was so hard for me to see people fall down when I all I wanted to do is save them. But you can't stop people from the decisions that they make. You can't make people want to do right. You can't make people mature. You have to let them do what they do, and then you can support them afterwards. But that's what I had to learn, that I can't do everything for everybody, because it will stop my agendas.
And that set me back too. Just trying to help everybody. Um, and like you were saying earlier, I didn't even notice. Like I didn't need help. Like the time I was supporting people, I didn't really need support. But when the time came, all those people I invested in, it wasn't no investment. I didn't get none of that love back. So you got to be careful. Um, like you said, your time is an investment. You got to be careful where you're putting it, who you putting it into, and what you putting it into, because investment is supposed to pay off. So if you spending time and investing into people, and when it's time to collect, it ain't nothing there, then uh, that's on you. Honestly,
Yeah. And I found for myself, like, I was surprised. Like, we think a lot of times that the people that we're pouring love, our time, our mental power into, our spirituality, and we think we're going to get back the same things, and we don't. And we're kind of like surprised, like, what? Or I know everybody has those moments where okay, when I can't do it, I know for sure this person will have my back. And then when something comes up and you don't get it, it's like it's so confusing and it's hurtful. But I have learned to not expect anything from anyone, and then I won't get disappointed.
yeah, I don't put expectations on no one. And that's a way to. That's how I eliminated disappointment. Um, but in that same token, uh, the, like if I'm investing something like a long term investment, we have to be smart about it, and that's the point where we use our discernment and put the right people around us, and that way that energy flow. And that's another reason why I don't get disappointed no more because I don't choose the wrong people. When I was younger, I did, but now it's like you just understand, like just follow those principles. Everyone ain't worthy of your help and support. Everyone is not. So choosing the right people, it benefits you both ways. You will see the investment right away versus waiting for a long period of time. That's another thing I noticed because those people I was invested in, they wasn't making me better. They was actually slowing me down. That's why it wasn't no return in the investment.
Yeah.
But when you find the right people, and like you said, you got a proper energy transfer, each one helping one another, you ain't looking for a 5, 10 year investment. That's something that's paying off right away. That's how you know it's genuine and it's worth continuing investing in.
Yeah. And that's one of the things that I learned, when I was going through a time period where I wasn't getting any support. Like I was like completely bamboozled. Like you could have took the wind out of my sail. I could not believe it. I was like, all the people that I support, and at this time where I need support, like, I mean, not a phone call, not a text, nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And that was so hurtful for me, but I think it was an important lesson for me to learn that I had I was doing supporting other people because I was expecting to get back. And I learned a vital lesson during that time period. Don't expect anything. So uh, sometimes, unfortunately, we have to shed some tears. We have to have some heartbreak. We have to have some pain happen to us for us to be introduced to what we're doing wrong so that what is right takes place.
And to build off of what your the point you making too, that I think is powerful also, is when you don't expect, right? You just do and you don't expect, especially from the source you're pouring into. It comes from other places and you see it. But when you expect from it to come from a specific or a particular person, you will miss out on the blessings that your true blessing that came. You won't even see the person sent to help you or support you. You'll be focusing on what this person ain't doing instead of what this person is trying to do. I learned that lesson too. Like your blessings don't come from where you think they come from. They come from where they meant to come from.
Yeah, that is so true. That's something that I had to learn when it came to the expectations of other people. We have high expectations for people, and especially I have to say I had high expectations for my family. I thought, I was completely wrong in thinking that because people are related to you by blood, they love you, they want the best for you, they're going to understand you, they'll be kind to you, they're going to nourish your spirit, they will always be encouraging. And I had to understand they're human beings too. They make mistakes, but also even family members are not meant to be in our circle of growth. And yeah, that was hard for me. I shed a lot of tears, and I was down for a long time behind that. But when I learned the lesson, I really learned it that people are not, everybody that's related to us by blood is not family. We can choose to make our own family of people who we need. The right people will always show up, like Word said. The right people will always show up, regardless of how we feel, regardless of what we're going through. The people who want to be there, they will be. And I used to spend so much time trying to go after people who did not care about me, and meanwhile neglecting the people who were nourishing me and supporting me. So I had to learn a balance. Don't worry about the people who aren't doing right. Pay attention to the people who are.
Yeah, you need your button. I just wanted to point out two things before I drop down that was very powerful that you said. Your circle of growth, that's powerful because people get it twisted. You have a circle of friends, family, but it's a circle that you grow with. And with those people, you want to make sure it's the right people and don't get it confused with just because someone's family, just because someone's a friend. And then, like you said, family is not always blood. You can meet people and they can become family. I understand the difficulties and trusting people, especially nowadays, the way society is, but don't let that make you fearful of building bonds with people. Just don't. If you do, then they win. That's the whole point. Is to prevent like-minded, like-hearted people from finding one another and building with one another. That's the goal to keep it separated. So, but great talk, sis. Very powerful. And Leticia gonna pop up here when I'm about to pop down, but I'm about to listen to you ladies cook. I appreciate both of y'all.
Thank you
Hey,
so
Leticia,
much,
I'm
Word.
gonna have
who's it were?
I'm
Hey,
gonna have to
Marlene.
snatch you up on my panel one day. But let me get down and let y'all
Yeah,
ladies cook. I appreciate y'all.
All right. Appreciate you, Word.
Mm.
Have a great
just
evening.
wanted to chime in. Thank you for allowing me up on the panel. Great topic, And I think it's something that we can look at like on a daily basis. Like this topic is so important. Even the one yesterday, like these are life lessons. Y'all excuse me, I'm running. So I didn't want to type because I'm like, I can't type
Oh,
while I
it's all
run.
good.
So I just wanted to piggyback on what you were saying as far as like um, giving back and watching your support and also the support you receive, because it says a lot. Like if you're willing to give to others but you don't expect anything in return, that's fine. I do the same thing. I don't look for, if I give from the kindness of my heart, that's what it's about. It's not that I want anything in return. No, what is it called? Quid pro quo.
Yeah.
So, but it is telling when of someone else's character when it's not reciprocated. I'll say that. Like it is telling of their true character if they see you struggling and no one that you have helped um, reciprocates what you've done in the past. You know what I'm saying? For them as a support. Um, so I do see that and I take note of it and let myself know, yeah, you helped that person before. Don't feel bad for helping that person because you did it from the goodness of your heart and you meant well and you had good intentions. It wasn't to receive something in return, but you know now that when you were struggling, you didn't have that um, reciprocated to you. You get what you? I'm making sure I'm making myself clear. Um, and then the other thing I wanted to mention was um, a lot of times we have to make sure we are protecting our peace. And I think Sirius mentioned this earlier in the chat. Um, and that's something that I've strived to do, especially since I moved back near home with my family, thinking it was going to be one way. My relatives, who I call them now, um, because as mentioned before by you in the word, family doesn't mean that they're always from, from the same womb or from uh, blood related, so to speak. So I had to distance myself from people who I thought were family, but they really didn't have my best interest at heart, nor my children's best interest at heart. Although I moved here initially as a divorcee, and I moved back here to the Austin area. Should make myself clear. Um, Thinking that I was gonna receive the hand up or the help from my family as a tribe with the three boys I have at that time. I have four now. But but just protect your peace and don't expect a lot in return. I know Sirius kind of mentioned that, and I've done that too, where I've given so much of myself because I'm very family oriented, and I believe in keeping my family close and making sure they're taken care of. And if somebody is struggling, that we all pitch in to help, just as tribes once did. Um, but that's not so much the case anymore. We have an individualistic mindset collectively in the United States. And so, because of that and the change in our culture, um, a lot of people are just out for self. And so, if you are going to do something for others, make sure you're okay with it. Like Terry mentioned, you're emotionally stable to help, and that your energy is in a good place before you help someone else. Because if you're already looking at how they're how are they going to help me in the future, then that's to me considered like a business. So that would be something I would ask up front. Like, hey, I can help you, but I'm gonna need your help later on. You know.
Mhm. Oh, did your mic go out?
Um,
Okay.
am I there?
Oh,
Okay,
came
my
back.
alarm went off. Yeah, it's like my alarm to tell me to head back home.
Okay.
But but just protect your peace, people. And I just had to learn that after being back here at home um, over the past 13, 12, 13 years now, um, because it wasn't being reciprocated, and I felt like I was being emotionally drained and used, because I was the one that started doing all the events, and so I put all that weight on myself, all that struggle of trying to keep a family together. But it takes more than one person. It takes a family as a whole. Family is not a singular word. It's actually a plural word that is combined of multiple people. So um, just keep that in mind to protect your peace, because at the end of the day, you're responsible for your own protection of your peace. We can't blame others unless, you know, we allow them to come in and do that to disturb our peace. So that's all I wanted to mention is just the self accountability aspect of it. And I know you do a lot of that, Marlene, and I commend you on that self accountability, because I hear it when you speak. It's like I was doing that. I was allowing this. Even though the other person may have done you wrong, a lot of times we're allowing it because we already know their true nature. So, but that's all I want to say, sis. Thank you for allowing me up.
Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support. Have a great day.
All right, you too, hon. Bye.
Yes, everybody. That's Leticia's third eye. Um, so I just want to piggyback a little bit on what Leticia was saying, speaking about family. And that's something that I had to learn to not think that family was perfect, but I also had to be grown enough and mature enough to notice when family wasn't treating me well, when I was expecting something that they weren't able to give. That was hard for me to receive that not everybody is on our level. you know we expect people to be at certain places, and sometimes people cannot give what we want, not because they don't want to give it, but they don't know how to give they don't possess it inside of them. And also, you have to identify when people are toxic in your life, whether it's family, friends, whoever, a job. Don't allow yourself to get taken advantage of, um, because you support them. Just because you are supporting them, you don't have to continue. It could just be one or two times that you make a decision that you want to support somebody, and then you just don't feel like it anymore because you've moved on or you've matured, you've grown as a person, and you just don't want to do it anymore. It's okay. It's okay to change your mind. It's okay to elevate yourself, to grow in knowledge, to grow in spirit, to grow emotionally. Um, that growing in your emotional support is something else. That's something that we were discussing the other day with Word. I think it was on his panel. But just because you have emotions, it does not mean that you always have to share them. And you have to be careful with who you share your emotions with, because some people don't care. or it's not the right time to share them because they it's not the right setting. Like in business, you don't want to get into the emotional aspect when it involves your business. So you got to understand when it's time to share your support, when it's time not to, when to pull away from support, when to grow up, and when to be accountable. That accountability is a big deal when it comes to support. Be accountable when you know that people aren't treating you right. Call it out and say, "You're not treating me the way that I deserve. I deserve more than this." Don't think that you have to accept other people's negativity. You don't have to accept their poor excuse of womanhood or manhood or whatever it is that they're doing. Sometimes you outgrow people. Is because when you elevate, when you become more accountable, when you love yourself more, the people that you accepted at a certain period of time is not somebody that you will accept right now, and it's okay. It's okay to move on, and it means that you're growing. And if you have increased joy in your life, then you're doing something right. So you all deserve all of it. You deserve all the support. And if you're not getting it from certain people, it's time for you to cut those people off and to find people who will support you. And not all the time it's going to be in physical person. Um, Sometimes that support is like on these apps of social media. We all need emotional support because sometimes like we're not okay, or you need some mental support or you need some spiritual support. But whatever it is, don't expect it from certain people. If you can see that you can get certain support from certain individuals, seek it. Increase your closeness to these people if that's going to help you get what you need. Don't think you have to get support just from family. You'll miss out on a lot. You'll stop yourself from growing into who you need to be. So, yeah. Well, I just want to say thank you all so much for supporting the channel. Thank you so much, Word, Leticia, Mr. Terry, and everyone who is here today in the live and those who are watching on the replay. Thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me. And I hope you all, you know, are aware now of the hidden dangers. Be aware of the dangers of other people. Don't let anyone play you. Don't let people use you, take advantage of you. Don't be a doormat. Don't expect things from people that can't give you things. Respect yourself, be mature and say, I don't think this person can give, will give, or wants to give what I need. And then pull back and search and seek for those who do. You are somebody valuable. All of you members and motivators and subscribers, I want you all to know that. Respect yourself. Respect that it may be time to move on from certain individuals, certain relationships, or try something new. Grow from people, elevate, know that you deserve more and better, become stronger, feel good about yourself. And if other people are not respecting you and your boundaries, they don't deserve you. So, this has been the hidden dangers of support. I hope you all have enjoyed it. I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you go after your dreams, and I hope you find all the support that you desperately need. You deserve to be supported, and if you don't have it, seek it from somebody who will give it to you. Thank you all so much for your support. I am Marlene of Marlene Motivates, your channel for mindset shifting, positivity, motivation, life lessons. I appreciate your support. And if you are new, hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching on the replay gang, hey, replay gang, how are you doing? Thank you so much for watching this video in full. I appreciate your support. And let me know in the comment section below how you are getting your support. Thank you so much. And as always, I would love for you to join my channel membership. And I will see you guys tomorrow. tomorrow, same time, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Bye bye, everybody.
Be encouraged, be inspired, be yourself, you will survive. Just know it, just breathe it, and be it, and live your best life.
Forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? I forgive me, I love me. I've been blessed that I have made it through. I'm stronger and worthy. I am enough now. What about you? Ooh, hey, yeah.